the most exotic locations on Earth, Moonraker will transport you to another world.
Trifle overpowering your scent.
Holly was a warm girl with the right connections.
Could this possibly be the moment for us to pool our resources?
We would be better off working together.
More excitement, more thrills, more spills. And guess who's dropped in for a bite? Jaws is back. From Earth to the most spectacular adventure in space, Moonraker. It's out of this world.
What exactly are you up to here, Drax? Moonraker 1, liftoff. Moonraker 2, liftoff. Moonraker 3, liftoff. Moonraker 4, liftoff.
What's that?
An entire city in space.
James Bond and the treacherous Dr. Goodhead. Despite your efforts, my finely wrought dream approaches its fulfillment.
Moonraker is a James Bond 007 movie that was released on June 27, 1979. This is the one where our hero goes into outer space. Let's see if this is a good entry in the series. This time, James Bond investigates the disappearance of a Moonraker space shuttle during flight. Bond meets up with the creator of the Moonraker shuttles, Hugo Drax. He also meets a NASA astronaut by the name of Holly Goodhead. And they discover a horrific plan of genocide by Drax. Bond and Goodhead must stop Drax before the plan gets carried out. I'm going to say this right now. I fucking love the idea of James Bond doing a mission that involves space shuttles and going into a space station. I think it's an incredible idea, and it helps this one stand apart from the other movies in the series. But even before Bond goes into outer space, the story is still filled with intrigue, adventure, and memorable scenes. Some that come to mind are the gravity simulation scene, the cable car fight scene, the fucking hang glider that James Bond uses over a waterfall, and the part where Bond gets pushed out of a plane and steals a villain's parachute. All of these scenes are just so damn classic. The characters are fairly good, but the writing is even better. There are a handful of good and memorable quotes from this movie, some of which come in the gravity simulation scene. I am fucking shocked that many consider this one the weaker in the series. Sure, it's a little cartoony, but I still felt it had some grittiness that the 007 series pretty much always had. But most importantly, it's just a damn blast to watch. I would go so far to say it's better than Star Wars. I think it is that damn good. The action scenes are pretty fucking cool. They are not as good as some of the other 007 movies, but they're still pretty satisfying. There are a few fight scenes, some knife throwing, brief shootouts, and tons of laser gun fighting and explosions, much of which come toward the end of the movie when Bond goes into the space station. And once again, they are shot and edited with simplicity, which makes them anything but a damn mess. Now, for the production values. The cinematography, editing, sound, and visual effects are all well done. No complaints in either category. The only thing I don't care for is the music. While the James Bond theme plays a few times, I've heard it so many times that it's almost white noise to me. Not to mention the rest of the score is not all that memorable. And the song Moonraker, I never liked all that much. It is not terrible, but I don't like the melody and it's a little too sappy, although not as much in the ending remix. Overall, Moonraker is a pretty good movie. It has a fantastic story with good characters, except maybe that jackass villain Drax. Some great writing and action scenes, and decent production values. The only thing I don't like is the only things that I don't like are the TDM that comes every once in a while, and the music, which is not all that great. But despite all that, I really like this movie. Go ahead, think I'm a shallow jackass, but 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 you know what? I enjoyed Moonraker, and that's why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars, with the title of awesome. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. Thank you all for watching, and see you later.